It's June 11th, 2026, and the focal point of the sporting world is here in Mexico City. Inside the iconic Azteca Stadium, tens of thousands of people are settling into their seats, waiting for the first match to kick off. Outside, the streets are packed. Fans from across the globe have poured into the capital, creating a massive, condensed pocket of anticipation. But this year, the opening ceremony is not confined to this single pitch. Right at this exact moment, identical, synchronized ceremonies are kicking off in Los Angeles and in Toronto. Broadcasting a live global event from one location is already a high-wire act of technical engineering. Attempting to string three distant countries together into a single live feed multiplies that risk. So, across thousands of miles, how do organizers perfectly stitch these three distinct live events into one continuous broadcast without a single glitch? To understand the engineering behind today's Tri-City broadcast, we have to look at the baseline math of past tournaments. Organizers of previous World Cups will tell you that a single stadium is already a logistical mountain. Take the 2010 South Africa kickoff. You coordinate thousands of performers, wrangle hundreds of world flags, and hit strict choreography marks in real time. Or look at Qatar in 2022. You are managing massive physical set pieces, complex lighting grids, and performers all suspended in midair. In those single stadium scenarios, the margin for error is effectively zero. A single missed cue or a dropped camera feed is instantly broadcast to billions of viewers. And that brings up a hard physical limit known as broadcast latency. This is the tiny delay that happens when a video signal travels from a stadium camera up to a satellite and back down to a screen in your living room. Managing that fraction of a second delay for one stadium requires intense precision. Trying to manage it across three distant cities turns a standard pageant into a continent-spanning mathematical equation. Think about the physical distance involved here. A signal beaming out of Los Angeles has to travel a specific route. Meanwhile, a signal originating from a completely different environment up in Toronto is running on its own distinct path and timeline. When these feeds funnel into a master control room, they arrive slightly staggered. To fix this, operators hold back the faster signals in a buffer, waiting for the slowest feed to catch up. Once aligned, they output one unified stream. There is a massive network of receivers and processors working continuously in the background, locking these feeds together so the transitions appear instantaneous. This means when reporters on the ground in Mexico City capture the roar of the crowd, that audio and video is slipped right into this perfectly timed stream. The result, a fan watching from Johannesburg receives a single, seamless emotional experience, completely unaware of the heavy technical lifting happening behind the screen. Through this precise technical architecture, the physical borders separating Mexico, the US, and Canada effectively dissolve. The three locations merge into a single virtual stadium. Back inside the Azteca Stadium, the final sequence of the three-city ceremony wraps up exactly on schedule. The global feed holds steady. The anticipation breaks. The referee blows the whistle, and the first match of the 2026 tournament officially begins. Pulling off this synchronized broadcast proves that massive live events no longer have to be anchored to a single location. Future host nations will not be constrained by the infrastructure limits of just one city. They can spread the logistical load across entire continents. As our broadcast networks scale to overcome physical distance, the blueprint for the mega event has shifted. The way we gather, watch, and celebrate on the global stage is now permanently decentralized.